A Curious Life Before Awakening. Jagadish Vasudev was born on September 3, 1957, in Mysore, India. Lively and curious child. He wasn't raised spiritually, but loved nature's freedom, climbing trees, chasing rivers, and racing anything with moving wheels. His energy was endless, whether biking, skating, swimming, or exploring fields. His joy was always in movement. He questioned rules, resisted norms, and preferred experience over advice even as a young, thoughtful boy growing up. As a teenager, he debated fiercely, admired philosophers, and asked silent questions no one else seemed to ask. He felt connected to nature, but disconnected inside. Something deeper kept calling from a quiet, invisible place. Though successful in business, a poultry farm, then motorcycle showroom, he remained haunted by one core question. Who am I? Echoed softly, insistently, always present, even when surrounded by noise, success, or daily responsibilities. His life was active, social, and practical, but beneath it all, an untamed spiritual curiosity stirred, refusing silence, seeking answers in the ordinary. He married, raised a daughter, and lived a stable, middle-class life filled with familiar daily routines. Though everything appeared fine outside, his inner restlessness grew, searching for meaning far beyond material comfort. He devoured books on science, philosophy, and mysticism, hoping one would explain the strange silence inside him. Many teachers and saints offered advice, but none quenched the growing thirst burning quietly in his heart. He journeyed to the Himalayas and Rishikesh, hoping ancient places would unlock the timeless truth he sought. Sometimes inspired, sometimes disappointed, he returned home unchanged, still holding that quiet question, what am I really? Even in laughter or family moments, he felt incomplete. Something invisible remained, just beyond reach, always present. Then, unexpectedly, nature itself began to whisper truths through wind, stillness, and sky, more than any human voice. He became one with a path, no destination, only endless unfolding of awareness, without attachment or identity. What people failed to answer, trees and rivers began to suggest gently, wordlessly, through deep moments of awareness. A moment on Chamundi Hill. In the early 1980s, he hiked Chamundi Hill seeking solitude, not enlightenment, just space to quietly breathe. He sat on a large rock, closed his eyes, no goal, no technique, only simple, open presence. Time faded, thoughts disappeared. What remained was a deep, vast stillness beyond anything he had ever known. Every sound became sacred. Every breath alive, his mind stilled. His body dissolved into everything he could perceive. It wasn't a vision, belief, or emotion, it was direct, undeniable knowing that all life is one. Boundaries vanished completely, no me, no world. Just pure perception flowing without separation, resistance, or explanation. What he touched that day wasn't external. It was within him. Always there. Just unseen until now. That single experience rewrote his reality, showing him clarity, freedom, and an unspeakable depth, beyond thought or imagination. He rose from that rock, changed forever. The man who'd climbed the hill no longer existed. From business to Brahmacharya. After that awakening, his business, identity, and possessions lost meaning. He stepped away from worldly responsibilities entirely. Success no longer mattered. What called him now was inner stillness, silence, and the unshakable clarity within himself. The name Jaggi gradually faded. What remained was awareness, simplicity, and a new presence called Sadhguru emerging quietly. He didn't announce anything. He simply walked away from the known into forests, mountains, and the unknown space. He embraced a renunciate's path, or Brahmacharya, traveling light, eating little, and meditating for hours in deep observation. He lived with nature, blending into its rhythm, learning more from trees and skies than from books. There were no followers, stages, or teachings, yet just a lone seeker, dissolving ego in life's raw presence. Every step felt complete, unplanned, guided not by belief, but a powerful, steady current flowing through his being. He became one with the path, no destination, only endless unfolding of awareness, without attachment or identity. The birth of IshaFoundation. In 1983, people quietly gathered around him, attracted by his stillness, wisdom, and deeply grounded spiritual presence. He shared simple yogic practices and meditations not as teachings, but as tools to explore inner experience. He shared simple yogic practices and meditations not as teachings, but as tools to explore inner experience. Sessions took place in his Coimbatore home, intimate, personal, and filled with silence more than instruction or philosophy. People came not seeking religion or rituals, but wanting clarity, calm, and connection to something more within. He called it Isha, meaning the source from which life flows, and to which all returns silently. It wasn't an organization, but a living possibility inviting individuals to awaken, not follow blindly or believe. His message was clear. Inner transformation must come before service. Heal yourself. Then help the world consciously. There were no rules. Just presence. People transformed by simply being near the space he naturally held. Thus, IshaFoundation was born, rooted in simplicity, shaped by seekers, and guided by one man's direct experience. Introducing InnerEngineering, practical spirituality. People weren't seeking beliefs, they wanted tools. So he designed InnerEngineering for modern minds and everyday lives. It offered ancient yogic science in simple language, without rituals, religion, or dependence on any external spiritual structure. The program included Shambhavi Kriya, guided meditations, and insights to balance body, mind, emotion, and energy. InnerEngineering reached 101 countries, empowering individuals to create inner stability, regardless of culture, religion, or personal background. People moved from anxiety to balance, stress to stillness, discovering inner clarity through accessible, time-tested, and profound yogic practices. Expanding the transformational space. Sadhguru established Dhyanalinga, a sacred space for meditation, beyond religion, where silence speaks louder than any words. Unlike traditional temples, Dhyanalinga holds no rituals, just pure energy for seekers to sit and experience inner stillness. Later, he revealed Adiyogi, a 112-foot statue symbolizing Shiva, the first yogi, an origin of yogic science. Adiyogi represents possibility, not worship, offering the path of transformation through yoga, awareness, and self-realization without dogma or doctrine. These are not monuments, but living energy forms built to help awaken seekers who sincerely long for truth. A global voice dawns. From the 2000s, Sadhguru began traveling extensively, bringing his message to people across countries and continents alike. He spoke at forums like MIT, the UN, and Davos, bridging ancient wisdom with modern scientific thought. His talks were free of rituals or dogma, only practical insights into life, mind, and inner possibilities shared openly. Audiences connected to his clarity and grounded presence, delivered with humor, sharp logic, and no cultural or religious requirement. He became a global voice, respected not for belief systems, but for truth shared through lived experience and awareness. Essential teachings born from the turning point. His teachings came from direct experience, not scriptures, truth seen within, not borrowed from books or external traditions. You are not your thoughts, he said. You are the awareness, quietly watching them come and go. He urged people to choose responsibility instead of blame, to shift from craving toward stillness and inner fulfillment. Meditation, he explained, is a powerful technology, not religious, accessible to anyone sincerely willing to explore inwardly and grow. This inner clarity forms the foundation of his message, timeless, universal, practical, and rooted in conscious human experience alone. The ripple effect of transformation. Many who meet Sadhguru describe something subtle shifting inside, an unspoken clarity, gentle yet deeply transformative presence. It doesn't come from words or teaching, it comes from simply being present, with deep awareness and silence. This transformation isn't dramatic or loud, it's a quiet inner shift that reorients life from within completely. No belief is required, just openness to experience life fully as it is, without past filters or resistance. People often leave his presence lighter, clearer, not because of what they learned, but what they unlearned. The shift isn't emotional, it's energetic. Almost like life rearranges itself in alignment with a deeper intelligence within. Millions across the world have shared this feeling. Something changed. Not externally, but in how they perceive reality. Transformation spreads like ripples. One awakened person inspiring another. Not through preaching, but simply by radiating stillness and clarity. Such change can't be explained, it's lived, felt, and silently transmitted from one deeply present being to another. From personal to collective change. Sadhguru believes true transformation must extend outward, touching soil, water, people, and generations beyond the individual self. He launched Rally for Rivers, a massive campaign to revive India's rivers through awareness, policy, and local engagement. The movement mobilized millions, urging governments and citizens to take action through education and ecological reform. Kaveri Calling followed next, an ambitious project, planting millions of trees to rejuvenate farmlands and restore dying ecosystems. These were not charity drives, but conscious responses rooted in understanding human well-being depends on environmental health. He emphasized inner transformation as the base. Only balanced minds can create sustainable, compassionate, and intelligent external change. Education became another focus. Initiatives teaching children self-awareness, emotional balance, and environmental responsibility through rural and urban programs. Healthcare and yoga centers were also developed, fusing ancient wisdom with modern science to support holistic community wellness. His work continues, reminding us global restoration must begin with clear individuals acting from awareness, not compulsion. The changing face of modern spirituality. Sadhguru redefined spirituality for today's world: no robes, rituals, or scriptures, just direct inner experience and awareness. He broke stereotypes by appearing relatable, wearing simple clothes, speaking logically, and engaging in conversations with scientists and youth. His presence communicated more than teachings. People felt transformed simply by sitting near him in silent observation. He didn't promote belief systems, only personal exploration. Spirituality became a journey of knowing, not following ancient traditions blindly. Millions embraced this path not because of religion, but because it resonated deeply with their own lived experience. His words were precise, but his energy even louder, guiding seekers toward stillness, clarity, and fearless inner inquiry. He showed that spiritual life doesn't require withdrawal. It can be lived fully amidst business, family, and modern responsibilities. Temples were replaced with breath. Prayer with awareness. Truth was something felt inwardly, not imposed through rituals or doctrine. Sadhguru's modern mysticism opened doors for seekers everywhere, regardless of background, belief, age, or personal history. Living the turning point every day. Sadhguru continues to embody the clarity he found living simply, consciously, and rooted in unwavering daily discipline. He begins each day with yoga and silence, centering himself before engaging with the ever-changing outer world. He eats lightly, sleeps sparingly, and maintains incredible energy driven not by ambition, but by inner alignment. Whether meeting world leaders or village farmers, his presence remains calm, grounded, and equally open to all. He laughs with children, hugs strangers, rides motorcycles, and never distances himself from the pulse of life. From planting trees to guiding youth, every act reflects that silent moment. From Chamundi Hill still alive. He walks this earth not as a guru above, but as awareness in motion, human, present, and awake. Lessons we can choose. A single moment of inner clarity can reshape everything. Direction, identity, and purpose all realign from within. Transformation doesn't require a dramatic event. It begins quietly, with attention, presence, and the courage to look inward. You don't need a temple, teacher, or tradition, just the willingness to ask, what is truly real? Fearless questioning is the gateway. Truth is not afraid of inquiry. Only belief resists deep and honest exploration. Nature is always speaking. Trees, rivers, skies, when listened to, they reflect the silence living within your breath. By observing deeply, honoring each moment, and dropping assumptions, you awaken to life's vastness and your own truth. The path is simple, not easy, yet always open to those who walk with sincerity and full attention. A man and a message. Sadhguru is not defined by belief systems, but by direct experience, perception, and a truth deeply lived. His life is a reminder that real wisdom doesn't come from books, but from profound inner stillness. He speaks not to convince, but to awaken clarity in those ready to look inward with honesty. That moment on Chamundi Hill wasn't dramatic, it was silent. Yet it echoed across countless lives worldwide. His message is simple. You are not your thoughts, you are the life witnessing. All experience unfold naturally. This realization doesn't create followers. It creates seekers who walk their own path, aware and inwardly anchored. Modern spirituality was redefined not through effort, but through one man's presence, silence, and unshakable inner clarity. Conclusion. Sadhguru's turning point wasn't dramatic. It happened in deep stillness, surrounded by nature and free of noise. That quiet moment became the source of everything IshaFoundation, InnerEngineering, movements, teachings, and lasting human impact. His life reveals a timeless truth. Real transformation begins silently within, then flows into meaningful, conscious action. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing content.